Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll see one more concept in computer networks, that is quality of service. So here what is meant by a service? So in computer networks, the service means how reliably the data has been transmitted to the receiver and how reliably the data can be received, and that is called as a service. So we'll see what are the parameters of quality of service in computer networks, as well as we will also see what are the techniques to improve the quality of service. So let's start the session. Sorry. So quality of service. So we can call it as QoS. Right. So this service means reliable communication. Reliable communication. So coming to our computer networks, right? So reliable means error free, and the data should be transmitted to the receiver without any error or without any delay and everything, right? So this quality means how the network will be maintained for reliable communication. Reliable communication. So how the network will be maintained for reliable communication. So without any errors, the data should be transmitted. So here mainly there are four, for example, in the same house, one person is using conferencing. So he or she is in conference. So let it be a video conference meeting, and another one playing online game online, another one sending email. So in the absence of quality of service, so the bandwidth will be equally distributed equally distributed bandwidth, so that automatically video conferencing can have some delay, and playing the games can have some delay, and email also can have some delay, right? So in the absence of quality of service, and when coming to the quality of service, it will give a priority for different applications. So video conferencing, compulsory in the video conferencing, the bandwidth should be high. Okay, the data transfer should be high. Okay, and also less delay. There should not be delay in video conferencing. That means whenever you are communicating, immediately the receiver have to get that information. So if you communicate here, after 20 to 30 seconds, if that communication has been sent, that is not a proper conferencing. That is the delay. There is a delay. So there should not be delay. Okay, there should not be delay in video conferencing. Coming to this email, so delay can be tolerated, delay can be accepted, So what we are saying means, in order to achieve this quality of service by the computer networks, first it will prioritize the applications, so which needs the heavy traffic or which requires the heavy traffic, so for which the bandwidth should be increased, for which the delay should be reduced. So like that, it will prioritize the applications, and then the bandwidth will be distributed. Hope you understood, right? Yes. So prioritization should be done. Prioritization should be done in QoS. So which should have the highest priority? First priority will be given to video conferencing, and medium priority will be given to the playing games, and low priority will be given to the email, because here the delay is accepted. Okay, but here there should not be delay. And coming to the file sharing, if you want to share some files, so it requires a high bandwidth. It requires high bandwidth. So like that, there are different parameters. Okay, so in order to get the quality of service, okay, there are different parameters. So now let us see what are the parameters we need to concentrate in order to improve, or I mean, which gives the impact on quality of service, so the parameters that affect the quality of service. So the first one is a bandwidth. So we know that a bandwidth, if bandwidth is more, automatically more number of data can be transferred. So even in our mobile communications also, we are using the data pack like 1.2 GB. Okay, so like that, the complete data and the speed of internet will be measured with the help of a bandwidth, where we will be saying around 30 Mbps or 40 Mbps or 20 Mbps, right? So you need to check you can also check the speed of internet by using internet speed test in the Google, right? So once you go through that, you can find the complete speed of data transfer. So the speed of data transfer will depends upon the bandwidth. More bandwidth, more data can be sent. Okay, so this is amount of time, amount of data transferred per second. Okay, that's called as a bandwidth, right? And the second parameter, so also the bandwidth also is one of the major parameter to give the quality of service. Okay, and the second one is delay, or we can also call as latency. Means time taken to travel a packet from source to destination. So the total time taken to send the data from source to destination, that is a delay. So in some cases the delay can be accepted, in some applications not the cases, in some applications the delay should be very less. And the next one, jitter means variation in packet delay. So we know that if the packet is of a large size, the packet will be divided into segments, and that will be sent to the receiver, and receiver may receive in a different order, but they have to reassemble them. So the variation in packet delay, so every packet will be received in different time interval, so that particular thing we call it as a jitter. So this jitter, if the jitter is more, obviously there will be no synchronization between audio and video in the video files. So always, if you download any movie or video songs or video clip from internet, or if you are streaming, so there should be a proper synchronization between the audio and a video. So if this jitter is more, obviously that synchronization will be disturbed. Okay, so the third parameter is jitter. And the next one is packet loss. So during the transmission, the packets can be lost because due to the excess of packets, or due to congestion. So whatever the reason, the packets may lost during the transmission. So how many packets lost? The number of packets lost during transmission. So these four are the parameters that impacts the quality of service. So bandwidth, delay, jitter, and the packet loss. Okay. Now, what are the different techniques to improve the quality of service? So all these things already we have seen, and once again we are just revising that thing. Okay. So techniques to improve quality of service. The first one is a traffic shaping. Already we have seen traffic shaping. Traffic shaping means controlling the data transmission. So controlling rate of data transmission. So how we can control this one? By using two algorithms we have seen. So the one is leaky bucket and the another one is token bucket algorithms. So this is a one parameter or one technique to improve the quality of service. In the next one, scheduling. Scheduling algorithms. So in order to process the packets, we'll see the scheduling algorithms, which packet should be sent first. Okay. So by using the scheduling algorithms also, that means simply prioritizing. Okay. Scheduling algorithms means prioritizing. So if you are prioritizing the applications, automatically the bandwidth will be given first preference to that application which is having the highest priority. The next one, resource reservation. So hey, as the name itself indicates, the resources will be reserved for the applications which are being come afterwards. Okay, before the application starts, some sort of resources will be reserved for that particular application prior to sending to the receiver. Okay, and the last one, admission control. So here also the name itself indicates admission means accepting the request. So based upon the available resources, it will decide whether the request can be accepted or rejected. If the available resources are quite enough, then the request can be accepted. Otherwise, the request will be rejected. So all these things already we have seen, right? So traffic shaping, scheduling algorithms, resource reservation, and the admission control. So these are the main techniques to improve the quality of service. So four parameters, I'll write here again a parameters and I'll stop. The four parameters that gives an impact on quality of service. So which is a bandwidth, delay or latency, jitter, and packet loss. So these are the parameters and these are the techniques. So hope you understood this simple and very important concept. So I'll stop here so that if you are having any queries regarding this one, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section. Definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. And if you really enjoyed the session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.